Ladies and gentlemen, it is a late night special. Well, not in the game, but in real life. We are about to go to bed and let the train sit overnight. We've got things waiting for tomorrow for us to do. Javious is going to join me here. We're live on Twitch. There you are.
There it is.
There you are.
Before you make it go night,
Yes.
would you like to take any other free contracts?
Yes. Where?
Hit I.
Hit I. Okay.
Hit locations.
Okay.
If you, let's see, Denzel Manufacturing, you can take a contract there. Holyfield Heating Oil, you can take a contract there.
Are these places we can get to?
Yep.
Okay.
And you already took Ella Farm Supply, you said, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And you took the Whittier Sawmill.
Yes. Well, yes, I did. And then we also did the Ella Bridge site.
Yes.
So we have a bunch of cars coming in tomorrow. So those are all taken. Are you ready? How do I sleep?
Sure.
How do I sleep?
Remember?
Great. There we go. Sleep. So we're going to wake up on day 4 in the morning. Did it say it's winter? Ooh, look how dark it is. Yikes. Oh, ding, 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 bung, bung, bung. Whoa. Hey, Beavertown.
Cars, baby.
Wow. And they're all hooked together, aren't they?
Yeah, because the Class 1 Railroad delivered them.
Ella Bridge site, Ella Bridge site, Ella Bridge site, Ella Bridge site. These are all Ella Bridge sites.
So if you hit tab.
Okay. Thanks, Louie. Oh, they're pretty much all those except for these two.
They tell you where they're going.
Okay.
And when you're like, when you mouse over those,
yes,
when you're pulling them down the track, if you're near where their destination is, that track will highlight.
Oh, okay. Now, do you know where these go for Stenzel and Holyfield? Hi,
No.
Louie. We're doing great. Got a new train game, and it is amazing. I absolutely. It might. I got to be careful what I say because I'm about to call it better. It's not better than Derail Valley, but it's not.
It's way different than both of the other games you play.
It's like if it's kind of like if Railroads Online, Train Simulator, and Derail Valley all had a baby, and it was a really cute baby. So can you do me a favor, Javious? I'm thinking maybe can you grab these two fronts and get them to where they are? Ooh, you popped your knee out. Oof.
Wait, and there aren't the first 3 for contracts?
The first 2 are for the contracts. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you could.
I thought the first 3 were.
Nope. The third one is for Ella House. Oh, Ella House. Yeah, it is. I detached it.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything to set me as a company man.
You should already be. It saves your oh, that stinks, dude. Okay, I've applied the handbrake on that car, but we may have to have you link it back up. This is the Aero Steam that I love, though. The big steam locos. This is all standard gauge stuff. We got things out of different railroads that I love. Pennsylvania Railroad. You'll see some of the cars from that. Look at that mogul. That is a nice engine. Pretty much the same kind of mogul that we have in in Railroads Online, but standard gauge and coal. Which is why it actually looks smaller, because it's on wider tracks. It's released. There you go. What's up? It's the full Monty. How you doing, Monty? My wife always gets Montclair Black 100, so everybody at the drive-thru calls me Monty, because I always buy Montclair Blacks. I don't smoke them, but I buy them. So there's a ton of different engines you can buy. There's a couple diesels even. This game goes from like the 1920s through the 1950s. So it'll say if it's not locked, it'll say apply. If it is locked, it'll say release. Javious and his engine can see, and I'll show you when I'm in there. It actually shows you the status of each car in a little diagram. And if it's purple, it means it's locked. So he was seeing purple, so I knew one of the cars was locked. What's up, Darth Spectre? Dude, this game, I've been playing it all day, and I love it. There is no big boy, but this is not narrow gauge. It is standard gauge. This is not a narrow gauge game. These are all full-scale box cars and engines. It goes up to, I think, well, we'll take a look here in a second. It's Shift I think. Yeah, but it's not with the year. Just because it was there during that year doesn't mean that every engine is here. There was
on the East Coast. Though.
Yeah, this is a Pennsylvania railroad. First of all, secondly, it doesn't mean that they've modeled every engine ever. they've modeled lots of engines. Well, I'll tell you what they've modeled. Give me a second here. Okay, there. All right, Louis. Here's the engines we got. We got a Berkshire. No pictures. I wish they had pictures in here, but there's no pictures. So we got a Berkey. What's up, Boomer? No raffles for this game. I was lucky that I got it. They actually they did a lot of different checking before they gave it to me. I had to beg them. C55 consolidation. Oh, and I forgot in the last video, I wanted to give a shout out to Kerbo. Kerbo is the one that actually got me this game. So he went to the developer and said, hey, you should give it to Arthur. So we got an S51 switcher, C46. We got a Decapod. That's a big engine there. You got a Pacific P43. That's a Pacific engine there. Logging Mikado, logging tank Mikado, an Atlantic, a Mogul consolidation here. Switcher, 10-wheeler, P18 Pacific. So there's a ton of different engines. We've got an EMD SW1, and we have an EMD GP9. Those are the two diesels that there are. And then we have all the different rolling stock. So now that he's up the rail, I'm going to get my train ready, and I'm going to have to follow carefully up behind him. I'm going all the way to the end, so... There you go. No problem. For some reason, the headlights aren't showing. Oh, I need to control the engine first. I go control, click, right? There we go. And I'm going to select that. Okay, now we can turn the headlights on and off. Headlight on. Hang on. So, wait. Off. Dim on. There we go. Oh, I see, Boomer. Oh, that stinks, dude. That's rough. Okay, so now we're going to put this engine in forward. Brake off. Ooh, Game Awards just ended.
So, Arthur, when you are running the train up the track, you hit tab, so you have the little tags over the cars.
Yes.
You mouse over a car, it'll tell you where it's going, what track name is.
Okay.
And it'll tell you how far away.
Okay.
That is.
Real designations for the engines? I believe so, Louis. I bet. Yeah, it's like once you've done it forever, it'd be like me trying to play a left-handed guitar. It's not possible. I would not be able to do it. Or an 8-string. I've tried that too, and I can't do it either. My son's he always buys these like baritone guitars, and I'm like, I can't play that. That's just too weird. I'm sorry to hear you can't play it, Boomer. I mean, we're going to continue doing Railroads Online, but this game is great. It really is a fun multiplayer game.
Great.
So the GP9, I don't have it yet. That's the high hood engine. Yep, I've got an HOGP9 too that I bought. It was a lifelike. Okay, so here's this, and then I'm gonna do that, and jump over here. Apparently, I opened one of these hobo cars. Is there stuff in it? No, it's empty. Dang. It says it's got stuff in it, but hopefully eventually they'll fix. Once again, this game is super, super early access. Like, it just came out today in early access, so. Oh. It's brass, yeah. The brass engines are worth a ton of money. My friend's dad, and it's his now. His dad passed away and left it to him. I'm telling you, Boomer, we're talking about a collection of like probably 200 to 300 HO brass steam locomotives, all like the detailed, like really nice. Yeah, and some of them are painted. Most of them he never painted. They're it's a fortune. Like seriously, like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of trains. He certainly loved them, and they weren't that expensive back in the day when he bought them. Okay, I was telling you guys about the brake thing. See these? This is showing you all the different brakes. These are all the brakes. They're showing that they're good. They got air. If there's a problem, they'll show red, I think, or black, and purple if the car's brake is on. So, all right, so cracking open that throttle. Yes, I have Javious is on with me right now. And eventually we will open this up to multiplayer. The only reason we're not doing it tonight is because I've only got 2 engines. So we're pretty much full. Never painted, still in the box. There you go. Yep, they don't really make them that much anymore, and they're real expensive. Hey, what's up, Anthony? Yeah, I think my son likes that stuff, and he's looking at different engines, and I know they're... I want to say, like, for the HO scale ones, they're about $2,000 to $3,000, even new. All right, I'm coming. I don't know where you are, but I think I'm coming. I'm coming to the first station.
Yes.
Weasla Station or whatever.
You're cleared to pass. It's Whittier.
Whittier, okay.
You're coming through the curve by the Y, right?
Yes.
Well, I'm just coupling up to my cars here.
So now in this game, you have the ability to close the reverser to get more speed out of the train. You literally have to, or it won't go faster. But we have such a heavy train on this small engine that's about probably all we're going to get out of it right now until we start going downhill. Yes, the tracks are already set on this one. You have to unlock different places, though. So we've been... this is what I'm doing right now. I'm bringing tracks to unlock Aliyah, or the next city, because the bridge is out. So we have to fix the bridge. So we're at 22 miles an hour. Okay, now we're really starting to pick up speed. I need to close the throttle a little bit. I sure do. And so does Twitch. I remember most of my viewers. I got a pretty good memory, though I usually can't remember what I had for breakfast, so it's like my long-term memory works well. My short-term memory, not so much. Close that reverser up a little bit. There we go.
Sitting here watching you drive by, and I have another car to set out here.
Get a little different camera view here. Very possibly. Very possibly. I mean, I'd still want to do Railroads Online too, though, but this is great. Right now, it's pretty small for multiplayer, more than 2 or 3 people. because we only have 2 engines. So we could do maybe 4 people, 2 people per train. But as the game grows, as I grow the game, then we're going to need more people. So. All right, Boomer. It was good to see you, my friend. And I'm sure we'll see you again soon. Watch time 0 seconds. That's been a while. Oh gosh, we need to slow down a little bit. All right. Put the brakes on a hair. 30 miles per hour is the max on some of these curves, and I'm right at that. So yeah, I mean, we are definitely going to play it more. I just don't know when or for how long. I can't make guarantees on that because we have just so many games that we do. But heck yeah, there's speed limits and train tracks, especially when it comes to big curves. Yeah, that can't be right because Louie watches all the time. 23 miles an hour, that's better. I feel a little safer there.
No, not fines. You just run the risk of derailing.
Yeah, the train will go off the tracks.
Cars.
And damages the train and costs lots of money. And yeah, it's bad. It makes a mess. All right, we're almost to our destination. We've come down the hill and the curve. I think there's one more curve, but this is letting us know that the station's ahead, so we're gonna cut our speed here. I'm so disappointed. Gonna go straight through. I'm actually not sure where we're supposed to deliver these, so we need to stop here.
To do the tab thing, get your tags up and mouse over one, and it'll show you the track.
What if it's
got to be up high? Mouse over, not the car, the tag above it.
Oh, I forgot to open up the cylinder cocks. Okay, sorry, I couldn't resist. To
the tag over the car, not the car itself.
Ah. Green means we're getting close, right? Oh, it wants me to go all the way to the bridge site, so that's where we're going.
Half a mile. So it gave you a mileage up there too when you moused over that.
Oh, okay. Oh, 0.4 miles. Okay. Yep. Well, that makes it easy. Have a good night, Anthony. We'll see ya. All right, so we'll have to start her back up again. Crank her open. There we go. And I think those cars have to go back.
Yep, I figured they would.
Yep. Woo-hoo! That's how I feel about this game. It's so pretty. The only thing that's not pretty is the way that the audio transitions from slow to fast. It's a little quirky there. I love chicken noodle soup. Sausage fingers? I have sausage fingers, that's for sure. Good night, friend. Okay. So does this mean it's going to take up this whole train for that long?
I have no idea.
I mean, I like sausage and potato myself, yeah. I made, but you got to use English sausage. And those are hard to come by in the United States. They're definitely hard to come. Okay, what now? Spotted, okay. Oh, no. So I think I just have to leave this engine here. Are these all listed as spotted? Yep, they're all spotted. That means they've been delivered, right?
I believe so. The tag over the car will gray out.
Oh, okay.
Won't have the colors.
Oh, no, they're still green, but they say they're.
No, they're.
Oh, I see what you're saying. They're still not as colorful as they were.
The background doesn't have the color.
Oh, that stinks. I'm stuck. Oh, well. Well, that's that for that engine for today.
Take off the handbrake.
Ooh, listen to that echo. Hear the whistle blowing. Train's getting ready for leaving. You deal with your ghosts. You deal with your ghosts. You got to deal with those demons.
Can you go down past the water tower and see if that switch is set for the main?
Behind you?
Yeah.
Yep. We'll try to get caught up on the footage. So Connor got this to me on Friday. He's like, hey, would you like a copy of this? And I'm like, yeah. But I was like, yeah, I love it. But unfortunately, I didn't see the email until yesterday, so it was too late. I could have had like way early access almost a week before everybody else, except for the content guys that got it. But that was my fault. Oh well. He's a guitar player.
So did you clear me on the same line that I just left?
What do you mean?
Never mind.
Wait, are you throwing the switch?
I did throw that one
for the left track, right? Whee!
just the 30 curve.
It's coming. So would that be an extra? The local?
CR1?
No, that doesn't sound the same. I bet you that's this little siding here.
This is right in front. Oh, jeez.
On the wrong side of the engine, probably?
It is on the wrong side of the engine.
So do you need to run around it?
I do.
It's all right.
I'm just going to block the crossing.
Okay, I'll come get you.
And then... No, hold on. I'm moving it up. I'm not going to block the crossing.
Okay.
You know the shift to grab the glad hand? If you shift and click on the glad hand, it unhooks the air hoses and closes the angle cocks in one move.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, no, I did not know that. Now I do. And I just did it.
Got the handbrake on.
You want me to put the handbrake on? It's on.
I have to put this car right up next to the yellow freight house there.
So this little siding here.
Yes.
That's okay though, because that's halfway to your other cars, so that works out.
And then I got to figure out if we're supposed to take those.
Man, that thing is gorgeous. Oh, I love this game. I get excited watching this game. I don't know about anybody else. I mean, do you guys like these kind of trains? I love steam locomotives, and these are gorgeous. These are, full scale. I love the steam trains that are in Railroads Online, but these are like my favorites. These are the big engines, and of course these are the ones that we have right now are smaller. But these are going to be like some big heavy hitter engines. Obviously, the Mogul's in that game too. So, but this is the real Mogul. The Mogul that's in Railroads Online is loosely based on this engine, but this is the real thing. Now I just need to burn some oil down my basement so it smells like that burnt oil smell that they always have. There you go. You're clear. And I got you switched.
Don't.
You don't think so?
I'm going to have to pull those 2 box cars out and run around them again.
You don't want to just pull them down the track backwards?
To push those things all the way back to Whittier? No, not really. I mean, I could.
You can drag them back to Whittier because you'll be in the front.
Oh, drag them back in reverse?
Yeah. That's what they tell you to do in the tutorial. They're like, drag those back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can do that. It's the first time I've switched at this location, so I don't have all the moves and the efficient moves in my head yet. Yeah, what Arthur said.
I made you beep. Oh, yeah. Puff, puff. It's so relaxing.
Hello?
Yeah? Yeah? Uh-oh, did the stream go down? Shiz. Of course. Of course.
Disconnected.
Got a train to deliver. Cars to move. All right. Brakes off. Forwarder on. Don't really want like a full tilt run at this thing. I just want to pick it up and move it. I don't want to break it. There we go. Probably broke the car there. Whoops. All right. So I'm by myself now. Javious had to go to bed if you missed that part. But that's all right. Turn this off. Yep. And the couplers are connected. I don't really think I need to put the air brakes on because I got one car. This engine can stop one car. There we go. Just need to give it the beans, I guess. cannot be that heavy of a car. But the brakes must be closed on that. I don't know how he disconnected it. I disconnected it. So, I'll be able to tell here because immediately we'll lose speed. Yep, and that means there's brakes on that car. So we need to hook up the hose. I was trying to avoid having to do that, but there we go. And, oh, it's shift, right? There we go. Now it's filled up. Sorry, bleed the car! I did. Yeah, oh, yeah, I guess you could bleed it too. Yeah, like actually do the physical bleed the car. But that's okay. We just, hooking it up worked too. Now it's part of the brake system, so it should be fine. And let's go ahead and move forward. You never know what the future is going to bring. That's the problem. Most processors right now in the last 5 or 6 years have not really offered any massive performance increases over each other. There's been little things here and there, and it's definitely worth the upgrade, but it seems like there haven't been enough like major upgrades in processors over the last 5 years to make a big upgrade worthwhile. If you're coming from like a 7 or 8 year old processor, then yeah. But anything in the last 3 or 4 years is pretty much slightly faster. It's the same thing of like going from my 2070 to a 3090 was a big leap in performance. It really was. Going from my 1070 to my 2070 was like almost worthless. It really made very little difference. All right, there we go. They got to put that boxcar there, and then we got to pick those boxcars up and take them back to our interchange yard way, way back at the start. Then we got to go up the hill, get the log cars, and bring those down to the sawmill. So we got our work cut out for us. So far, I'm really liking this game. It's ergonomically comfortable. It is a good game. Well designed, very playable, easy to run. Just fun, and it's relaxing. Not too much on the simulation. Enough that it's fun. Like, I tried to run the steam engines in Derail Valley, and you really need 2 people to do it. And in real life, that's why there's 2 people running the engine. So this is much more, because they do the auto firebox, it's a little bit easier. I remember when Microsoft Train Sim came out years and years ago, they did a similar thing. They had how's our water level doing? By the way, this is incorrect. This is not how this works. This is showing me how much water is in my tender. In real life, this shows you how much water is in the boiler. The tender is a separate thing. And you turn these knobs on to let water into the boiler, and then you shut them off when this gets to be halfway, and you try to keep it in the middle. But on this game, they're using it like a fuel gauge. That's not realistic. But anyway, the Microsoft Train Simulator had a lot of these things in it, including the auto fireman. You could either play full on and run the fire yourself and run the train, or you could have an automatic fireman. But if you have multiplayer, and that's why I don't understand why this game is multiplayer, they should have had an option to run full fireman, because you can have one of your people ride along with you and run the firebox for you while you run the engine. So there's a little bit of a missed opportunity there, but maybe they'll add that in. Once again, this is an early access game. They're still doing all kinds of feature requests and stuff. They're not done making this game, so there's a possibility that may end up happening. I love the generator sound. I know some people were saying they didn't like it. It makes them crazy. I couldn't figure out how to change the whistles. I'm just using whatever the default is. How do you change the whistle? Javious was saying that you could, and we couldn't figure out how to do it. Because I don't think this engine would have that big of a whistle on it, but it might be like a 2-chime. Go in fly mode. Would that, like the view mode? I'm not gonna pay for it. I would play it, but hang on, I lost it. Hold on, let me get boop and follow. Okay, there we go. Equipment. Oh wow, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's sounding more like it to me. That's what I would hear. That's right. I found my happy place. This looks like it's a 4-chime, doesn't it? How many chimes are on there? Is there 4? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I don't know. I don't know how to tell what that is. That's way too deep for this. There we go. Yeah, that sounds right too. It's the right pitch. That's so cool. Thank you for showing me that, guys. Because I wanted to know how to do that, and I was like, I don't know. We were trying to figure it out. Okay, that's really easy. I love this game. It just makes sense too. That's the other thing I like about it. The way some of the things are a little weird how you get to it, but it seems to make sense once you figure it out. Oh yeah, you could do this too. Oh, I'm gonna mess around with that. That's not gonna be what I'm gonna name it. But hang on, let's see what this is. Too big. You gotta chuckle out of it. The sad whistle. That works for me. Sad whistle. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. There she goes. Wow. I mean, there's so many good ones. This is the hard thing ever. It's a problem because I recommend them all. Okay, so here's the thing. Train Sim World is the best graphics. But Train Sim World also tends to be a little bit sterile in its feeling. It also does not have any kind of continuing story. You basically drive a train and then end the scenario and then you're done. So that kind of sucks. But the graphics are really good. Like, it's really good looking. Really, really good looking. Like, it's 2 times as good looking as this. Then you have Railroads Online. Railroads Online is decent graphics, but they're a little bit clunky. But Railroads Online has the ability to build your own railroad, which is a lot of fun. So you make it go the way that you want. Now they've made it so that you can take your industries and move them around the map, and you can kind of put them wherever you want. There's 2 different maps, and they're probably going to come out with more. So that game is getting better and better as time goes on. But that's a great Railroads Online is a lot of fun, especially if you like building railroads. Some people don't like it, but it's actually, I enjoy making the tracks go the way that I want them to and stuff. It takes time, but it's cool. So there's that. Derail Valley is a good feeling simulator. It really does a good job with the physics of driving a train. However, for me, one of the downsides of Derail Valley is it's all European stuff. So whereas I get real excited about these American steam engines, I don't get super excited about Euro engines. I just don't. They don't. They're different than the American engines. It's not bad. They're just different. So it's not interesting to me. My other big problem with Derail Valley is that, like this game, it's a single layout, but unlike this game, it just goes in a big circle. So what I like about this game is it's kind of a blend of Derail Valley and Railroads Online, in that it covers the Steam era from America, does a nice job with American trains. It's on par graphically with both of those games, though I would say Derail Valley looks a little bit better. But it still keeps the fun factor. It doesn't get so difficult that, like, sometimes Derail Valley just gets really difficult and you end up with trains that are too long and you can't get them up the hills unless you really know the layout. This one's a little bit different in that they kind of keep it so that you're able to run the trains. Though I don't know, I haven't seen far into the game yet. So, oh, okay. All right, there you go, James. So you've seen my Farmers Dynasty stuff. But I think out of all of them so far, I really love this one. I'm going to play this a lot. Railroads Online gets a lot of play. So between all the ones that I have, Railroads Online is my most played train sim. And I would say this is probably going to end up being my second best, because the other thing that I like about this game and Railroads Online is that they're multiplayer. So that adds another element to it, because then, you know, Javious can play, Micah can play, you guys can play when I open it up to my group. People come on here and play the game with me. So that adds a nice dimension to it that neither Train Sim World nor what's the other one? There's so many names. Derail Valley. Those two don't have any multiplayer. So I don't know. I would say this one actually feels a little bit more realistic than Railroads Online. Though you have to put you have to run the firebox and stuff, but they're similar. Well, you got to stick around here, Ever, because usually on Thursday nights I do Railroads Online multiplayer, and it's open for anybody that wants to join. We'll also be doing multiplayer with this every week. The only reason it's not tonight is because it's new. But starting, if I continue, we'll probably swap back and forth. I'll do Railroads Online, and I play on Thursday nights. So it'll be every Thursday night at about this time, or a little bit earlier, we'll be doing either Railroads Online or this game. So if you want to play one of those and pick one of those, you're always welcome to join us. So you are talking standards. What do you call Lily Part Frog a toad? Probably not. Let's take a look at them. Javious and I didn't know what we were doing, though, either. So let me hop out and take a look here. What did we do wrong? Dang it. That's a wasted day. Control. Nope. Loads to Whittier Sawmill. Connolly Creek. Which one is this? So I'm gonna leave this. Oh yeah, sorry. Copy to coupled. Okay, copy to 3 others. Okay, so we're just gonna let that sit then overnight, I guess, because that's all we can do today. So that works out. Anyway, I need to go to bed. It's really late. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video and the chit chat as we ran around and continued to grow our railroad, sometimes in a bad way, sometimes in a good way. It stinks that happened, but it is what it is. So we're going to have to, we need to go Betty bye. Have a good night, everybody. See you next time on the Chippewa and Mommy. This has been Railroader. We are having a lot of fun playing this game, and I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. See ya. Bye.